Oh, you're headbutting me. Yes, you're headbutting me. You're headbutt. Well, get back. Get back. Hobie, no cat butt. You can't start a live stream with cat butt. What are you doing? This is a family show. What is happening? Where's Taryn? Come on, Taryn. Get everything ready. Hey, Sam, welcome. Gotta get everything ready. I'm not fully prepared. Welcome. What is this? That's a fidget toy for my kids, apparently. What up? Welcome. Welcome, Sam. All right. I'm doing good. How are you? Hope all is well. Excuse me. Ooh, hope you weren't too affected by this winter storm that came through wherever you may have been or maybe. Hope everybody can hear me well too. My microphone's not too loud. Hey, there's P. Welcome, P. Let's go. My book stand. Oh. She said she did in Vegas. I didn't mean to be here so early. It's okay. I get it. It happens. I'm always extra early. It's me. She said, getting my rhinestones ready. Let's go. That's awesome. I'm always early. That's what I do. It's been good. We finally actually had a day after the winter storms. We finally left the house, so it was fun. Kids went back to school. Good times. Good day, Ashley. Hello. Welcome. Ooh. All right. Starting to see some familiar faces. Hobie, what are you doing, girlfriend? You ain't gonna make that jump like that, are you? Are you really gonna go for it? She's gonna go for it. Hey, Belle, how you doing? What's up? You're gonna go for it. Oh man, I knew. Yep. I saw that happening. Yep. The silly cat. Any expectation of which cats will be? There's only one out here currently. And I don't know what she's doing. She's trying to make a jump. She's not gonna. Yeah, I got it. Wow, we're already up to 7. Dang. Oh God. Oh, okay. I take back what I said. She made it. There we go. We had a timer set. Adding which cat will make an appearance to bingo. That's funny. You said I had a timer set. So I got it. It's right here. I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen tonight. Why these chapters are so important all of a sudden. These next 4, I believe, is what we're going to try to get through. Sock. Very possible. Very, very, very possible. Very possible. Very possible. Oh, wow, we're already up to 9. Welcome. Sock loves to make an appearance. Sock does. Hoobie does, but then all of a sudden she hears me talking and she runs away. So I don't know. She's weird like that. I don't get it. Turn. Some good action scenes. Okay, that's what we get. My feed has been full of politics. Oh, I hear you. Well, I'm glad I can be a break from the reality. That's what it's about, right? Just taking a break. Emily can't wait for tonight. Excuse me. Man. Sorry about that. All right. Here we go. We'll put this up here. Genuinely good chapters, some plot development. Okay. We'll hold this here for now until we get started. Stretching the back out. We got the sword ready, okay? We got the sword ready, just in case, you know. And hopefully I've adjusted the filters. We'll see what that means. I've apparently we're supposed to be able to be a little bit more adult now. We'll see. We'll see how many things I get told for saying wordy dirds, I guess. I don't know. My videos don't seem to get banned anymore, but the lives, they don't like it. They don't like it when I get too excited. Oh, excuse me. It's iced tea. It's iced tea. Make sure, you never know. That's crazy. P, is she here? She's here. She's not here. She's here. She's not here. She's jumping in. She's jumping out. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, there she is. Hello, hello. I got my charger, my Snuggie, my Dr. Pepper, my popcorn, my electric blankie. I am sad. That Emily is like, I am ready. Enthusiasm will not be tolerated, right? Hey, listen, I'm just trying to get the emotions out of all of you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, you know, I'm just trying. You want to relive the story again? I'm almost there. Yeah. Go ahead. Ruined. Oh, ruined. Hey. He just left here, as a matter of fact. He just left here. Did you ever get to listen to this song, Eyes Shut? No. The song Eyes Shut. Who sings it? I'll play it right now. I might not have seen that. Just understood the rude thing. Yeah, tell me if you may. I'll play it right now. I'll play it right now. Tool? A Tool song? No way. Oh, DW, you are still hurting. Oh, my Lord. I know you said you were sick, but wow, why are you? You are holy. You're a better person than me, my friend. Good Lord. Hey, Bobby's here. Welcome, Bobby. I know, right? DW gets the MVP for tonight, man. Holy crud. Hope you feel better soon. Right? Excuse me. Hey, there's Sean. Yay! Sean made it tonight. Let's go. Welcome, Sean. Yes! We are glad Sean made it tonight. He's been so busy. Welcome, my friend. I told you, Sean, they've been waiting for you, man. They've been like, where's Sean? It's by Alex Hart. What's the name of it again? Sorry. Alex Hart. Alex Hart. Bobby Lee, welcome, Bobby Lee. May's here. Welcome, May. Welcome, Bobby Lee. The name is Eyes Shut by Alex Hart. Ziggy, play Eyes Shut by Alex Hart. It says I couldn't hear it. That wasn't the song. Did I miss it? Let me check it again. He says, I don't have Spotify. I'm sorry, I'm old. His eyes shut. What's up, Mon? What's up, my friend? Whoa. Tapping stuff on the screen. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Wait, did I say the name? Is it Alexa Hart? Did I say the name wrong? Is it Alexa Hart, not Alex Hart? I might have said the name wrong. No, it says Alex Hart. But see, I don't know. Maybe I'm spelling it different. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Twisted showed up. What's up, Liz? Welcome, my love. She on the inside, doing her whatever she doing in there. Ziggy, play Eyes Shut by Alex Hart. No, I don't have that one. I don't have that one. I can't pull YouTube up right now. I'm not on my computer. Hey, babe, yeah, that's a good idea. Hey, Liz, can you pop in the Discord really quick? Speaking of Discord, if there's anybody in here that wants a Discord, just let us know and we'll shoot the link for the Discord. Y'all can join us where we have very intriguing conversations. Like, does Cassian go from the tutor to the rooter? I think the man does. Bum, 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 bum. Gee, I think he does. Settle the debate-wise. What's the debate? What's the debate? I think he does. Listen, I think he does. I personally think he does. He just hasn't shown. I don't think he's shown you everything. He's showing you one aspect. There was only one book. Can't show you everything in 2-3 sessions. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that man Farrell, hold the headboard. I'm just you. He goes in sniper position. I'm telling you. I believe he's full-blown sniper position. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's me. That's me. That's my that is my man. That is my 48-year-old man's opinion. Okay. There you go. That's what I can say. Excuse me. Oh, she gonna read along tonight. As if he does, he's very polite about it. He's a very he's not a messy eater. You know what I mean? He's not a messy eater. He's very polite about it. He gets the job done, but he's you know that's how I feel as is. You know what I'm saying? That would be my opinion of his personality. Because yeah. All right, what else? That's wild. Exactly. Controlled, patient. You know what I'm saying? He's learned specific movements that he has mastered, being a master of the shadows. You know what I mean? She said, "This is the wildest topic." Hey, these are the listen. This is where we have the hard topics. Okay, everybody else they have the regular discussions. Okay, they just have these are the conversations that people really want to know. Okay, inquiring minds want to know. This is what we really want to know. Hard. That's what she said. She's dropping in. That's what she said. Jokes. That's funny. Oh, that's hilarious. All right. Boom. Well, we're already up to 22. We haven't even started yet. What is happening? This is wild. Oh yeah, Liz, can you the song that's there. Can you grab that on your phone really quick and play it? Hey, Jesse, welcome, welcome. We have to hear this song. I guess it's an important song. So, what was it? Oh, hang on. What was this? What was this? We're the ones who get cooked out of the proper booklet. Hey, yes, listen, y'all are feral. I'm just over here trying to be Sherlock Holmes and shit, trying to figure out what's going on and understand what's really happening. I seem to say that a lot. What is happening? Well, that was a lot of comments. Every time I come, oh, man, comments came by so fast that time. Mickey says, hey, welcome. Every time I come across one of your videos while I have my headset on, oh, that is so wild. I don't know. It messes so you can't scroll. I guess that's good. I don't know. My microphone says it's on stereo. I don't, that's so wild. It is so wild. I don't know. Like I know that's in all the way. Settings. It's just mute microphone. Let me just make sure. I don't want to hear my voice. God forbid. I don't know how y'all can hear my voice. There's nothing there. My microphone settings say it's not mono. You don't have that issue. Yeah. I just went in the TikTok settings. So I don't. So skipping that time was a fantastic idea. Oh, Nikki, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's only when you're where it's. Oh, okay. Okay. Here's a question. Here's a legit question. The people that are having like you can only hear me in one ear. Are y'all all on the iPhone? Just because I'm an Android user, I know. Oh no, fucking Android user. Stupid old man. Headset on PC. Huh. Beats an Android. Okay. Listen, I agree, but I am just I agree. I don't it's the flux capacitor. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Oh, I trust me. I agree, but a lot of people get mad and like I'm the only person with an Android left in the house. Everybody else is on the iPhone, and I can't. What? Huh? What? I don't know. It's not me. Iced tea TikTok. Iced tea to Liam. Sorry. Excuse me. All right. I think she's inside. She got to be inside busy. She busy. I think she's busy. She's not gonna bring out the song. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Thank you. Android for the camera quality and customizations. Excuse me. Yeah. Agree. Hey, join the fan club. Woo woo. Okay, yeah. Yes. You want to do who's doing the interview? Yeah, somebody said interview time. What are you expecting in these chapters? Oh, she writing the interview up. Okay. Oh, hello. Hi.
I was looking and it said this.
Mm-hmm. Right, and I checked that.
In the TikTok settings, correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we can go here. They don't have those settings here. That's what I'm saying. They don't have to hear your voice. And then if I go into my microphone settings, it is in stereo, not mono. That's all I have the option for. So yes, we'll figure it out. Some have the issue, some don't. It's interesting.
On my earbuds the same way.
The same, yeah. Well, that's why we were asking.
The off ear too.
Right. Well, and that's why we were asking. Some people have. Oh,
Hi.
there she is. There she is, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only Twisted Liz. Yeah, some people said they have it, and some people said they didn't. So I don't know. We asked the Apple, Android, some yes, no's. I don't know. And some are on computer. Everybody saying hi, Liz. Hi, Liz. Ah, yes, the beautiful wife. There she is. All right. What do I expect in the chapters tonight? We're going. Oh, wait, you got to listen to the song, right?
Yeah, what was it?
Alex Hart. God, what was the song again? Alex Hart. Eyes Shut. Alex Hart. Eyes Shut. Yeah, Eyes Shut. This okay. Can y'all hear this? Let us know if y'all can hear it. Sometimes it feels so cold, not finding peace, but I can't stop hoping. These letters that I wrote are for the days you feel a bit lonely. I'm no longer somebody's son, but I'm somebody's brother. I give my all, and if this is my last battle, then it's been my honor. I'll be there for you. I shine for you. I shine for you. I shine. I'll be there for you. I shine for you. I shine for you. I shine. I'll be there for you. I'm paralyzed, trying to breathe, but it's getting harder. Felt good to be your friend, and if this is goodbye, I'll find a way to be shed. Stay close to me. If you could turn back time, I'd do it all again for you. I hadn't cried enough about Liam. I'm sorry. Ah. Wow.
Wow.
Wow, y'all just that's how y'all wanted to start it like that tonight?
Oh, look at this. Walking out of my back pocket.
Talking at your ass. That's wow. That's how we're woo. Wow. Okay. That was
I cried about Liam today. I cried about Sam.
oh wow. Wow.
Exactly. Why not, Sam?
Why not Sam I am? Ah. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Ah, fair enough. See, that's what it's I tell you, if you're not in the Discord and you want to join, let us know because that's what be happening in the Discord. Plus there are I don't even know what to call them yet in the Discord. So if you don't know everybody, I am Wise. If you're new here, I'm Wise. Welcome. I'm new to these stories, and the wonderful people, most of them are with me in the Discord. They're the people that follow me. They're fair roll, but we have a good time. And we read these amazing stories. So, tonight we're on 40 to 41. All right, P. Okay, You asked, what was I expecting tonight? Okay, I'm just really quick, just to remember where we ended off. All right, okay, hang on. They were talking about, oh, that's right, okay. They took everybody out. They took everybody out to do the rock testy. They took the 6 strongest out to the Wardstone rock, was this big black onyx stone rock that they thought was iron, but it's onyx stone. And then they took the 6 strongest. I don't remember the names. Do I need to go back? I don't think we need to. But and then they transcribed it, and it was 6 and the 1. See, but when it was transcribed, it said the 6 and the 1 had to do something. That's what it was. It said the 6 and the 1. And that's what I think they forgot, okay? They had the 6, but not the 1. I think the 1 is a dragon or some lightning or something. You know what I mean? And then that didn't work. So now Violet is upset. And she has said, I think she ran to Mira. And she's like, hey, I need a favor because they're going to go see, what's his name? I'm going to get it right. Viscount Teos. God damn, I want to say Teoscar because that's a baseball player I know. Viscount Teoscar, right? He's like this series version of the Collector. They need Iron Rain to make it work. It's 6 and the 1 and Iron Rain. Viscount Takaris. I want Teoscar. Teoscar. I'm sorry. There we go. Yes, Viscount Takaris. Yes. So that's where they're at right now. Okay. Yes. Discount tire. Oh, that might stick. Oh, discount tire might stick. That's pretty funny. And discount tire might. That's pretty legit. That might stick. Oh, you did come up with Nepachode. I will. You did come up with Nepachode. Okay. If we remember him, we're going to try to give a discount tire, at least in the reviews. All right. So that's where we're at. That's where we took off. All right. Oh yeah, Adarna's insults. Hey, baby girl, feeling better? Not really. Oh no.
It's quite so maybe it'll help my throat because it's done that before.
Yes, hopefully it will. I hope you feel better soon, my love. I love you too. Yes, Adarna's insults are Adarna, and we also know that Adarna's awake now. Unfortunately, she did not grow the front part of her wing muscles, and yeah, and they're not going to grow back. So, teenage Adarna is like y'all. Teenage Adarna is like y'all. Unhinged. I made it. Hey, welcome. We're doing 40. We're starting with 40, hoping to get to 44, I believe, is what I was told. I believe, excuse me, that is the goal. They haven't gone to the place yet. The place yet? What is the place? Ooh, excuse me about the cough. Room came over. We're still trying to clear the lungs. All right. So are we ready? Oh, we got 4. I was going to start about 7:30. So we got a few more questions before we get started. We got 4 minutes. We got any more questions really quick? Any questions? Play that sad song. That was amazing, but sad at the same time. I'm just going to say that was very sad and beautiful. Ice-T, TikTok, Ice-T. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, Adarna just woke up, and she woke up and was being grouchy and then said, ooh, squirrel, and then they went and ate. That's what Adarna was doing. Oh, thank you, love. She brought me French fries. Ha. What's our question? Where would it go? Who's the bigger chode so far, Dane or Tamlin? Ugh. Dane or Tamlin? So far? Okay. I think Tamlin's done worse, but he's also done things to redeem himself. So Chode right now is currently worse. And I think Chode is going to try to redeem himself. But yeah, I think Baby Chode is worse than Tamlin at this current moment. See, these are the important questions people don't ask. These are the videos you don't see. That's what I'm saying. Those are the questions we ask here. Oh, you got to read Agatar. Agatar's so good. He did. And that's his first step on his redemption back. He got her out. So I'll give you that. But Tamlin's got a few more steps than one. I don't want to ruin it for somebody that might be in here because I don't have it up on the board that we're talking about it. So I don't want to get too much into that one. You know what I mean? Sorry. She just brought me food right before we started. Ooh. Whatever the cool animation was, thank you. That was so cool. I'm sorry you hear me. I'm sorry that y'all hear me eating. You started with, okay, fourth wing and Agatar. Nice, nice. She said, eat, you're fine. Okay. The Mossverse is amazing. You'll love it. No, don't worry. Okay. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you all. Yes, definitely read the Mossverse when you're done with Fourth Wing series, the Imperium series. I would highly recommend it. I would go Akatar and then Throne of Glass. And then no seafood. No. I don't eat seafood. Unless it's sushi. And then Crescent City, sorry. That was the order. We just had that. It is delicious too. I think she's working on some things for the sourdough. I'm with you, Q. I got you now. Her pizza is amazing. All right, I'm gonna do one more bite and then I think we're about started because it's that time. Too punny for my own good. All right, one more bite. Okay, what's happening? All right. Are we ready for tonight? I think I'm ready. Am I ready? I don't know, but I think I'm ready. I don't think it can get too much worse. Right? She just missed a step. That's what they did wrong. All right, here we go. So it ends with, all right. It ended with, you know, it's the only way I will consider it. Turn begrudgingly agrees. Thank you. I move through the sea of black with Brennan on my heels, locking eyes with mirrors. I approach where she sits at the end of the table, her friends. Violet, her gaze narrows on my bandaged hand before she sets her pewter mug down. I need your help. Chapter 40. Okay. His first true action of rebellion was to seek allies, the first of which Discount Tyre of the Promish province of Kravala. I'll never get these names. The Irish Rebellion, A Forbidden History by Colonel Felix Gerault. Chapter 40. Zayden vetoed my second pick to head to Corden like an overprotective asshole. Of course he did. And then I happily took him to bed. If it were that easy, I mean, come on, guy. Content with my own plans, he was gone again to look for more Navarian deserters before I woke up this morning. If I don't feel him in my arms and every sore muscle in my body, I'd almost think I dreamed of him coming back yesterday. I guess this is our new normal. Well, Felix folds his arms around my barreled. Well, Felix folds his arm over his barreled chest and lifts a silver brow at me. Crisp, snow-scented wind whips at my cheeks as we stand between our dragons, 1,000 feet over the tree line, on a bowl-shaped mountainside about a 10-minute flight above the valley from the valley above Erisha. Those boulders, I point across the ridge to the stack of the 3 boulders as Tarn shifts his weight, the snow crunching under his claws. Would it help if I painted them? I refrain from rolling my eye. Jesus. No, it's just that car has never cared where I struck, as long as I increase the number of strikes in an hour. I roll my shoulder and from the gates of Tarn's power, feeling it rush through my veins and heat my skin. Felix looks at me like I've grown another head. Well, I guess we'll see what that technique has gotten us. I can weld 26 an hour on a good day, and I've been pushed to over 40, but that last strike broke the mountain, and the memory steals my words. It sent you into freaking almost burnout. What are you talking about? To empty you in a river to calm you down, my friend. The memory steals my words, and you were nearly burned alive, he asked. And were you nearly burned alive? Why in Malik's name would you ever push yourself to that limit? It was a punishment. If I lift my arms, his power rise to sizzling hum. For what? He watches me with an expression I'm too jaded to call compassion. I ignore direct orders so I could protect my dragon. The sizzle heats to a burn, and I flex my hand, letting the strike rip free. The cloudy sky cracks open and lightning strikes on the opposite side of the bowl, hitting far above the tree line, easily a quarter mile from the boulder. Felix blinks. Try again. Reaching for Tarn's powder, I repeat the process, letting it fill me, then overflow and erupt, wielding another strike that lands halfway between the first and the stack of boulders. Pride makes my lips curve. Not bad timing. That was pretty quick strike after the first. But when I look at Felix, he wasn't smiling. He slowly brings his stunning gaze to mine. What was that shit? I did it in less than a minute after the first strike, I counter. And if those boulders were dark welders, then you and I would be schmed right by now. The 2 lines knit between his eyebrows. Try again, and this time, let's try this revolutionary tactic of aiming, shall we? I like it. Picasso. His sarcasm fuels my frustration. Another strike rips free, hitting between us and the boulder. It's a wonder you haven't hit yourself, he mutters, rubbing the bridge of his nose. I can't aim, all right? I snap at him, reevaluating my previous thoughts that he and Trissa, the petite quiet one, were the nice members of the assembly. According to the reports filed about Resson, you can, he retorts, his deep voice rising with the last words. You can aim well enough to hit a dark welder atop a flying wyvern because she's a badass and needed to. She didn't need to right now. She's under a lot of pressure, okay? I need y'all to calm down. She's under a lot of pressure right now. She's 21, 2 dragons, a sassy dragon. A lot of pressure on Violet. I need y'all to slow your bitch tits down. A lot of pressure. God. And that's because Adarna stopped time, but you can't do that anymore, so I'm left with what got us through the portion of the battle, the good old strike and pray method. And I have no doubt that in a field of many wyverns, you did some damage with sheer luck, he signs. Explain how you hit the last strike in Resson. It's hard to explain. Pull it, I guess, wrap my arms around my waist and ward off the worst of the chill. Usually I'd be warming up right now, not feeling my toes, starting to lose feeling. I released the strike. but I wrestled it into place while a darn hell. Oh, wow. Okay, impressive. What about the smaller strikes? She turns fully to face me, boots crunching the rock beneath, like those that flow from your hands. What the fuck? My face must read the same because his eyes flare. Are you telling me you've only welded full strikes? He points upward from the sky? That you started throwing bolts and never refined the skill? I brought down a cliff on a classmate and that didn't kill. Well, it did. It did until Nolan got. And from then, Carr's concern was how big and how often. I lifted my hands between us, and lightning comes from the sky, now my hands. Wonderful, he laughs to sound deep and infuriating. You just might weld the most devastating signet on the continent, but you know nothing about it. Nothing about the energy field that it draws. Instead of shooting your power like an arrow, precise and measured, you're just heaving it around like boiling oil, hoping you hit something. And lightning comes from the sky or the ground, depending on the storm. So why not your hands? Anger reddens my skin, raises my temperature, prickles my fingers, and pushes the power within me to a roar. You are slated to be the most powerful rider of your year, perhaps your entire generation, and yet you are just a glorified light show. God damn, he's being real with her. Power erupts, and lightning flashes close enough that I feel the heat. Felix glances to the right, where a scorched mark still smokes about 20 feet away. Fuck, shame races into an overpower that last, what is that? Vestiges of anger. And not only can you not aim, but you have no control, he says without skipping a beat, like I didn't almost torch us both. I can no, he drops to the pack. He drops down to the pack at his feet and begins sorting through it. That wasn't a question, Sorengale. That was a fact. How often does that happen? Whenever I'm angry or in Zayden's arms? Too often. At least we found something to agree on. He stands and holds something out to me. Take it. What is it? I glance at the offering and then pluck it gingerly from his outstretched hands. The glass orb fits comfortably in my palm, and their decorative, carved, slippery metal strips that quarter. What? Okay, hang on. The glass orb fits comfortably in my palm, and the decorative carved silvery metal strips that quarter it meet at what appear to be the top and bottom, where a silver medallion of alloy the size of a thumb rests inside the glass. A glass orb fits in her palm. Quartz. Okay, got it. It's a conduit, Felix explains. Lightning may appear from various sources, but Terran channels his powers through you. You are a vessel. You are the pathway. You are a cloud, for the lack of a better term. How else do you think you can weld from a blue sky? Did you never realize it's easier for you to weld during a storm, but you're capable of both? I never thought about it. My fingers tingle when they meet the metal stripping. No, you were never taught it. He gestures around the mountainside. Your lack of aim, of control, it's not your fault. It's Carr's. Zayden only moves shadows that are already there. I argue, fighting down the rising emotions I'm worried will lead to another embarrassing strike. Zayden can control and increase what already exists. That's why he's more powerful at night. No two signets are alike, and you create something that was not there before. You wield pure power. That takes the form of lightning because that's what you're most comfortable shaping it as. You wield pure power, but it only takes the form of lightning. Okay. Apparently, Carr never taught you that either. Why would he? I look at the orb. I look up from the orb to Felix as the first flakes of snow flutter down. If I was the best weapon, a corner of his mouth lips and weary. Knowing Carr, I'd say he's scared shitless of you. After all, you just took half of the cadets without even a plan. You brought down Bazgaiath on a fucking whim, no less. His laugh is more incredulous than mocking this time, but it still rubs me the wrong way. I didn't do that. My fingers curl around the orb. Zayden did. He hunted riderless wyverns, deposited them on Milgren's front door, and exposed Navarre's greatest secret to the border outpost before noon. Felix agrees. But you were the one who demanded he give the cadets a choice. In that moment, you welded him. I never thought of it that way. Interesting. An unyielding, uncompromising, headstrong heir apparent. I did no such thing. Energy buzzes, and I roll my shoulder as it vibrates through the limbs, exposing to a breaking point. I present a humane option, and he took it. And he did it for the sake of the other cadets. He did it for you, Felix says softly. The wyvern, the exposure, breaching Basgiath, stealing half its riders, all for you. Why do you think the assembly wanted to lock you away in July? They saw what you were. In that way, I suppose. You were just as much a danger to Orisha as you were to Basgiath, aren't you? Wow, this is definitely, I didn't think of it that way. Okay. Power isn't only found in our signets. I'm not just powerful because he loves me. The bitter taste of the fear fills my mouth as a heartbeat before power breaks free, crackling through me like a whip, but lightning doesn't flash, at least not in the sky. I blink at the glowing orb, then marvel at the string of lightning that runs from where my forefinger rests against the metal strip to the alloy pendant inside. The bolt vanishes a breath later. No, you're powerful, and he loves you, which is even worse. Your power is too closely tied to your emotion, Felix notes. This will help. It's not a permanent solution, but it will keep everyone in Orisha safe from your temper for now. I don't understand, and I cannot stop staring at the orb like a tiny lightning bolt will appear in any second. The rune etched into the conduit are woven to draw specific power. I wove those specifically for you the first time you were here, but you were forced to leave before I could teach you how to use it. I hope you wouldn't need it, honestly, but it seems Carr hasn't changed much in 6 years I've been gone. Runes? I repeat like the bird staring at the etched shapes. Yes, runes. Wielded power woven for a set purpose. He exhales slowly, which you know has nothing about because Basgiath doesn't teach Tyrish runes. Even the college was fucking built on them. Guess we'll ask Terrace to teach the class. She has the most patience out of the assembly. I yank my gaze from the orb to Felix. This siphon is my power. This siphon's my power. Somewhat. I made it as a simpler way to imbue power into the alloy. It will draw it from you when it threatens to overpower you or when you choose to direct it. Hopefully, he lifts his brows, in a small, controlled amount. Practice this week. You have to learn control, Sorengale, or you'll continue to be a threat to everyone around you. God forbid you're flying in the clouds with your squad the next time you lose your temper. I'm not a threat. Whew. Gosh, I mean, okay. What you want to be doesn't change what you are without work. He picks up his pack and slings it over his shoulder. You never learn how to start small like the rest of your squad and then move to bigger, harder strikes. You have to master the basics you were never taught. Small, precise strikes. Small strands of your power instead of, he gestures to the sky, whatever in Dune's name that was. I don't have time to master small, precise strikes. I need help today, I argue. We need to Karis. We need Discount Tire, the tire guy, to give us the luminary, or I cut myself off. Or you and Zayden fuck the entire movement with that whim I mentioned earlier. Oh, God. Boy, he is just giving it to her straight. He lifts both brows at me. Something like that. I lost it a lot easier last year when all I had to worry about was keeping myself alive, not the entire continent, and I failed. Well, they do say second years makes or breaks you. God damn, this is a new whole type of class for second year. He delivers the joke with a straight face, but there's the definite light in his eyes. As for Takaris, he wants to see you weld, not necessarily see you weld well. Your biggest obstacle is convincing Zayden to fly you there, since I hazard to guess he's not budging on the topic of you going. He already shut down the possibilities in July, he shrugs. But we're done for today. We'll meet again in a week. And I'll be able to tell by the amount of power stored in that alloy whether or not you've been practicing. Stored enough, and I'll continue to teach you. And if I don't, my fingers curl around the arm. I won't, he answers, simply over his shoulders as he walks away toward the red sword tail. I'm not interested in wasting my time on a cadet who don't want to be taught when there are over 100 who do. The scorch marks behind him, the untouched boulders, the blast site across the ridge, they all capture my attention. He's right. I'm a light show with deadly consequences, and the amount of times I've unleashed while close to my friends, close to Zayden, my throat tightens. I'm a menace everyone thinks Zayden is. He might be a weapon, but I'm a natural disaster. And I'm done letting everyone around me suffer because I can't get my shit together. I want to learn, I call after him. As soon as I get back, good, show me. Wow. Wow. Felix is a real one, yo. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I respect him. Okay, here we go. Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? Mira asks as we enter the valley under the brightest moon of this month. Every blade of grass is coated with pre-dawn frost, reflecting back at us like glittering gems. Sure is a relative term. How relative? She lifts her brow at me because what we're about to do could have some pretty major consequences. I'm sure this is the only way we'll be able to make a weapon we need. I fastened the top button on my flight jacket to ward off the late October chill, and I'm not sure if we stay on task, we can be back in 2 days max. I'm definitely sure this will stop the Griffin attacks on the Vari outpost, but I am sure that we won't fail or end up permanent guests of Discount Tire. No, well, I'm sure Zayden is going to lose his shit when he finds out we went behind his... Oh my gee, you... Lord have mercy. And Taryn, why did you let this happen? What are we... Nah, my guy. No. Are you for... Wow. Mira lectures as we make our way to the dragons. Yeah, well, Zayden will forgive me as soon as he realizes we're back in the Vinny slaying business. I'm only doing this way because he refuses to do what needs to be done in the name of protecting me. Just so you know, I'm not only doing this because doing everything you ever asked for the rest of our life still wouldn't make up for me not believing you. I happen to like protective Zayden. Makes me worry less, right? Fucking every even Jesus Christ, what are we doing? I kind of miss when he wants to kill me. At least he didn't insist on hovering. What are we doing, Violet? Oh my Lord. This is not a... Oh, son of a bitch. And I'm only doing this to make sure neither of you die. Brennan chimes in from the right. All right, so this is a family reunion type mission. All right, so this is a family mission. All right, Dominic Toretto style. Dominic Toretto's going to Discount. We're for family. All right, here we go. What the flippin' flap? Please, Mira Scuff, you're only here because of the rank on your uniform. Neither of you can negotiate an arms deal on behalf of the assembly. You both know this could go over very badly, right? He shoves his hand in his pockets and his flight leathers. Is there a risk? I nod and ignore the jump in my heart rate. Yes, but he wants to see me weld for the luminary. Even Zayden said the biggest threat is him keeping me, not killing me. And if I have to stay in Pramil so my friends and family can be safe, then fine. As long as Brennan and Mira can leave with the luminary, it's a fair... Well, not really, but okay, let's go with that one. Feel free to stay in the palace and called home for 6 years, Mira challenges Brennan, then shrugs his shoulder. I've always been better than you with the sword anyway. I'll bring Violet home without a scratch. No, I glance between them. They have always bickered like this. We're not fighting the entire way there, and we're sure as hell can't fight once we get there. This is dangerous enough as it is. Pull yourself together and quit squabbling. Yes, Mom, Mira mocks. Mom, what would she think of the three of us working together? We all fall silent, the quiet only broken by the frost crackling beneath our boots. Too soon? Mira asked. I'd say so, I asked, tightening the straps on my pack. Definitely, Brennan adds. All three of us are faintly smiling when we reach the dragons. You sure you can find the way? I asked, turn after I secure my pack behind my saddle. I'm going to pretend you didn't say that. And Sigel, I shift forward and buckle the saddle, flinching as the cold seeps through my leathers. She's out of reins and her emotions are calm. And you promise me you're not going to tell her until we're back? I clutch the pommel on the glance in the valley, looking for any signs of Adarna, but she's nowhere to be seen. She's already gone, and the hungry one has been seething since this afternoon when she found out she wasn't coming. Terran crouches low and then springs into the sky. The ground falls away with every powerful beat of his wings, and I foolishly hold my breath as we pass over the sleeping Arisha. As if the sound of my inhale might wake my friends, Rihanna is the only one who knows I'm going, and she'll cover for us as much as possible. But even though I might be dispensable for a day, I have no doubt someone will notice Brennan is missing. My cheeks are numb before we make it past Arisha, and my legs lose feeling by the time we reach the cliffs of Drowler. A couple of hours later, flying for any amount of time this late in fall isn't for the faint of heart. Terran flies through the morning, holding back his speeds for tying and what is it, Marb? Anyway, we'll figure it out. As we glance closer, second most populous city, Drathis, to the south and continues to darkness ahead. The feeling seeps back into my limbs as the lower the elevation that we fly, and the higher the sun climbs, sleeps over one. It's not me, Takaris wants to see perform like some kind of pet. I take his advice and get as much as rest as possible, and my jittering nerves have me shifting in my seat as we fly over the land I've only seen in paintings. Amber fields ready for the harvest give away the pale beaches and the blue-green sea as by day passes in the afternoon. The closer we fly, the tighter the anxiety in my chest coils. This is either the best idea I've ever had or the worst. By the time adrift of 3 griffins appears, flying directly towards us in a standard V attack formation, I decide that we're definitely leaning into the worst idea territory. What is happening? Just because the smaller one doesn't mean they can't tell Terran for some dangers with those Callans. It's all right. They're escorting us. Okay, cool. They're escorting us into the cordon, Terran tells me, but there's a shift in his tone that tells me he's not happy about the entourage or the speed he has to slow in order to accommodate them. They spread out, flying in a formation that surrounds the 6 of us. See that sorry excuse for a fortress on the eastern side of the farthest peak? He asks as we follow the line of the beach. I've never seen water that color. Look like it can't quite decide if it's turquoise or aqua. That's cool. You mean the palace that looks like it's glowing? The structure is a sprawling, glistening combination of white pillars and blue pools that cascade in 5 distant terraces down the gentle slope of hills above the beach. Okay. It's just the sun reflecting off the white marble, he grumbles. The entire thing is ridiculous and indefensible. How beautiful. What a luxury to build a palace like this, designed purely for aesthetics. No high wall or porticles. Tarn is right. It's utterly indefensible, and it will fall should the Veni choose to take it. But my heart clenches at the thought. Something in my eye, sorry. At the thought that I'll never experience peace long enough to live somewhere like it, and I can't even make a vast, colorful garden as we approach over the riverside city beneath. The griffin ahead of us dips into a sharp descent, and Terran follows suit, tucking his wings and getting just close enough to the griffin to let him know he's no match. Stop intimidating them. It's the last thing is an incident before we can even ask Takaris for the luminary. I can't help their inferiority. There's a definite smile in his tone, but his mood shifts as we level out on a manicured lawn in front of the 3rd terrace of this palace. You will not be happy with the welcome you're about to receive. He lands behind the griffin and his flyers, who hops down and faces us. I'm sure you'll be fine. You worry too much. We'll see about that. I'll make quick work of removing my pack, but damn if my stiff joints don't ache as I slide down Terran's foreleg to land on the soft green grass. Are you all right? Mira asks, already waiting for me because She's that much quicker. Just sore from sitting in one position so long. God, it's hot down here. Maybe you should have sent word ahead. They look like they'd rather fight than negotiate. She turns her attention forward to the line of 3 griffins and their flyers, who all face down our dragons despite being drastically overpowered, forming a wall of feathers and talons that block us from proceeding to the palace. They're certainly brave, I'll give them that, I mutter as Brennan reaches our sides, putting me between him and Mira. Some things never change. They're also expecting us, Brennan notes quietly as we started forward. You think? Mira asked, his gaze scanning our surroundings. I keep my focus on the flyers on their hands. There are at least 3 dozen people watching from the balconies over there, and there's another group behind the griffin, Brennan states. They were waiting. Plus, no one's screaming at the sight of our dragons, I add quietly. Mira grins. True. Be careful what you say in here. Takaris will hold us to whatever deal we make. He doesn't take kindly to broken words, and keep your shields up, though I'm not sure they'll do much good. Brennan orders when we're less than a dozen feet from the flyers. Flyers may not wield signets, but most of their lesser magic gifts involve mind work, and it's the one area where they have the upper hand on us. Noted. I don't even need to check my shields. They've been locked into place since we left Arisha. The griffins stared down at us with dark, beady eyes as we approach and click their razor-sharp beaks in a rhythm that remind me of speech. The aggressive snap of the one to the right makes me glad I can't understand what they're saying. Wow. 2 of the flyers were the same brown leathers I've seen on Serena, but the guy on the left with the patchy beard has a lighter colored one and different symbols embroidered on his collar. Cadet, I asked Tarn. Yes, he pauses. According to the feathered ones, 1/3 of their rank took shelter here. Cliffsplane Flight Academy was in Zalia. Never got that place right. Zalia. Brennan says something in Krovlish. His tone changed into a curt one when he used his rank as more important than his name. You know who you are. The tall flyer in the center interrupts the common tongue, studying the 3 of us as if asserting which is the bigger threat. His attention lands on my winged, ravaged cornet braid. At the posture changes slightly, taking on the most casual of battle stances. Guess I win. Mira moves closer to my side and stares him down, her hand resting just above the hilt of her sword. And you speak Navarian, Brennan notes. Of course, not every kingdom thinks theirs is the only language that should be spoken. The flyer on the left says, her fingers drumming along her sword. Solid point. Give us one truth and we'll allow you to meet the Viscount. The central flyer says, her reddish brown nodding. You're a truth-sayer, like Nora, I guess. But I know I'm right when his pale eyes flare, so some of their powers are the same. Interesting. Unlike riders, we do not label ourselves by our abilities, but yes, I have the gift of telling when someone is lying. He corrects me. Noted, I say for the 2nd time in the last 5 minutes. I fucking hate being disadvantaged by ignorance. But it's not like the archives were stacked with tomes of flyers or what they've gone through for the last 600 years. Seeing as you've arrived without an invitation, we require you have honest intentions before traveling further. His hands flex near his daggers and Mira's palms hilt of her sword. We're one misstep away from drawing our weapons, and we all know it. Damn. I'm here to wield lightning in return for asking the Viscount for help. May as well start out us. He cocks his head to the side, then nods and glances toward Brennan. I'm here to broker a deal for your luminary in return for weaponry, Brennan declares. The flyer nods and looks at Mira. Fine, she sighs. Make one wrong move toward my sister and I'll gut you like a fish. That goes for everyone in this city. How's that for honest? There you go. There you go, Mira. Okay, dokie. All right. They just saw that TikTok trend. You know, that's Mira. She's like, fuck you, motherfuckers. That's her. Everybody's like, sorry, we're sorry. That's Mira right now. Holy crap. My mouth opens slightly as I glance sideways at my sister. Damn it, Mira, Brennan growls. The flyer mouth curves into a slightly tooth. I can respect that. She glances up at the griffin above him in a trio parch, revealing the figure waiting directly behind him. The figure dressed entirely in black. His jaw flexes and his hand curls at the side in his beautiful face. Well, he hasn't looked at me with that much anger since discovering my last name at Parapet, back when he wanted to kill me. Guess I should be careful what I ask for, because I'm so fucked. You aren't where I left you, violence. What do we say? What did you say? What did you say? Hello? Yeah, feral, you ladies. Feral, my lord, my Lanta. Oh, my daddy's home. Oh, she's in the comments. Daddy's home. That's hilarious. Oh boy. Hallelujah. Sorry for the noise. Sorry. I'm going to move it away here. Ah. Mm-mm. 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 We told you that shouldn't have happened. Mm-mm. 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 Yeah, no. I didn't see him. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I didn't expect him showing up. I did not expect him showing up. I expected him being there when she landed, not showing up. Oh, I got to do the puzzle. Hang on. I got to do the puzzle. I got to do the puzzle. Puzzle. Yes, I successfully did the puzzle. Haha. Ah, my lord. That was, yeah, no, I expected him to be there on the way home, not, oh, this is a longing, right? F1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages. Not too bad. Wow. That was wild. Did not expect that. Did not expect that one. Mm-mm. No, not there yet. All right. Okay, are we ready? So Zayden's already been talking to Discount Tire. He's already been here. Oh, you in the kitties? Here we land. And she's over there sleeping. Where are they? Kitty girl. She over there sleeping on the floor. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. She's on the floor. I think the rest are inside. All right. Let's get on with 41. Okay, are we ready? 41? Here we go. 41. This is the section. Oh, we see V. She gonna shine. She gonna shine. I'm gonna let it shine. Let her shine. Let her shine. Let her shine. Dude, y'all are at 12.4K likes. Y'all are crazy. All right, here we go. All right. Having refused every proposal from the Isle Kingdoms, Queen Marian has named her distant cousin, Discount Tire of Corden, as her heir. As the Viscount is living in his 5th decade and has no direct heirs of their own, the decision has not been a popular one. So this guy ain't got no heirs. Where you left me? I whisper under my breath at Zayden as we walk across the guarded lawn, passing by half a dozen more flyers on our way to a row of open doors made entirely of glass. How utterly impractical and sublimely gorgeous. Like I'm some kind of pet who should stay curled up on your bed because I said so. Fuck him. The thought isn't entirely unpleasant, he fires. Jesus Christ. I breathe in through the nose and out through my mouth to keep the power from rising, refusing to unpack the conduit from my bag. Save it because behind closed doors, lovebirds. Save it for behind closed door, lovebirds. Brennan orders from directly behind us. We need a unified front. I can't believe you brought her here, Zayden retorts, shooting icy glare at Brennan. I can't believe you think you outrank me, Brennan says, his tone sharpening. I do in every way but one. Zayden looks forward, radiating from every line of his body. Pharaoh! The one is all that matters, Brennan encounters. They really grow grass ornamentally. Mira changes the subject as we approach two guards in crimson uniforms near the door. You should see the butterfly garden, Zayden says, nodding to the guard on the right as we pass through the open doorway. Wait, why are we being escorted by flyers, and how the hell does Zayden know this place has a butterfly garden? He's probably been there before. What do you... He gets around. How long have you been here? I ask, entering the palace. Holy shit, what a palace. Every surface seems to shiver, and the white marble interior reflects not only natural light, but a soft glow of white mage lights far overhead and deep into the structure, where I can make out several seating groups of low-backed furniture. The ceilings are height of Segale, the space divided by not only columns thick as Terran langs with murals intricately carved into the circular block, but a wide staircase that must lead to the next story. Pretty sure if I were to call out my name loudly enough, it would echo back in here, if not for the crowd of people in many different forms of attire, milling about the near set of gradual pillars in various shades of black. Brown is definitely the dominant color, and we are definitely the topic of conversation as we pass by. We landed a few hours ago, Zayden answers. We changed direction as soon as Segale felt Terran on the move. You will be happy and welcome. You will not be happy with the welcome we're about to receive. That's what Terran said when we landed. You and I are going to have a discussion. I sent in his direction. You promised. I promised not to tell, not that she couldn't sense me. Fucking dragon semantics. Is that a pool? Mira stares at the winding turquoise path that curves around the staircase and disappears onto the terrace. You'll get used to them, Zayden remarks, leading us over a flat marble bridge wide enough for two people. Just be careful. If you've been drinking, no railings. We won't be here long enough to drink. Brennan's words slow with our step as our group of a dozen people descend the staircase in front of us. But Zayden has been here often enough to drink. To have fallen in this pool, here we go. Zayden's voice lowers. Try not to set the place on fire. Two crimson uniformed guards station themselves at opposite ends of the curling banister, and a tall, dark-haired man in the deep blue tunic with gold Borkid walks forward, looking over us with rapid fascination. His uniform is tight at the waist and his flushed cheeks soft and round. Viscount, Zayden addresses him. This is Cadet Violet Sorengale and her sister, Lieutenant Mira Sorengale. I believe you and Lieutenant Colonel Ashface are already acquainted. We are, he flashes impossibly white teeth as he smiles at me, etching deep lines into the forehead at the edge of his eyes. But it's you I am most curious about, Violet. The unnerving amount of glee in his gaze makes it nearly impossible to stand as he studies me, drawing out the words until he finishes his per usual. It is time that you called lightning from the sky. Is it true that you call lightning from the sky? I do. I keep my focus on Viscount, but I feel the weight of his entourage staring behind him. How wonderful! He clasps his hands in front of his chest, his rings twinkling with heavy gemstones. Shall we? Brennan starts. It's poor etiquette to discuss business until dinner. You know the rules, Roranson, Takara says, glancing Zayden's way. They certainly can't attend us as they are. They need to be dressed suitably as you will. Zayden nods once. Know the rules? I ask Zayden. Exactly how many times have you been here? Well, let's not talk about that. Don't worry if you haven't brought enough fit for the occasion, Takara says to me. I took the liberty of having a selection of clothing pulled from my best collection once Roranson told me you were inbound. My niece will see you properly attired, won't you, Cat? Oh, hell no. Hell no. Cat, you gotta be fucking kidding me. No fucking way. What the fuck? Oh, my stomach hits the sparkly marble floor. You have to be fucking kidding me. Of course, Uncle. Katerina steps down in front row of the entourage, dressed in purple long-sleeved gown that shows her elegant figure to its best advantage. I thought she was beautiful from a distance, but up close, her features are truly flawless, and she completely and utterly devastating. Suddenly, I understand why Zayden been here so many times to keep count. Too many times to keep count. Wow. Mm-mm. Yo, that was wild. I didn't see that one at all. Didn't see that one at all. Mm-mm. Now you see, oh, the cat. Oh, now y'all sons of, I see what y'all, I see what you, I see what you, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Okay. I see. I got you. I'm getting you. All right. Uh-huh. I didn't expect you to be here, Zayden says to Kat, that in that clipped, cold tone he uses when annoyed, as they lead us down another hallway 2 stories above where we entered. Where do you think I'd be after Dark Welders destroyed Zola and took up our residence as Cliffbane? Kat questions, pausing in front of a dozen doors in the swing. Mira shoots me a look, lifting her eyebrows as we stop in the middle of the hallway. Brennan, only a few feet behind. Later, I mouth at her. Kat reaches up for the golden handle. Why don't you take... I can never say that, dude. What is it? Brennan, to dress for dinner while these two wash up. She gives Zayden a longing look and my eyebrows raise. Is she seriously eyeing him up in front of me? We kept your room exactly how you left it, of course. She opens the door, revealing a sizable bedchamber with 2 large beds matching the golden brocade sofa between them, then walks inside, leaving Mira and me to follow. Wait, he has a room here? Oh my God, this hole is getting worse and worse. What else has he not told me? Or what haven't I asked might be the better question. Wow. Your room. You'd think I'd like a little space. Heat simmer beneath my skin, and I breathe deep to keep the power caged. Now is not the time to lose control. Not that I have it to begin with. Violet. I turn in the doorway and face Zayden and grasp the door handle, lifting my brows at him as Mira edges around me in the chamber. I'm in the next door down, he assures me, then glances over my shoulder. Close enough to hear you scream. Good to know. I force a smile over his eyes and narrow. Surely you can't be worried that she's in danger from me. I roll my eyes at the incredulous then Kat's tone. What is that? Incredulity? In Kat's tone. Violet can, Zayden starts. Violet can handle herself, I interrupt, startling Zayden. I never wanted you to have to, not here. He lowers his head and his voice, narrowing the conversation to the two of us, anger and all. Takaris might want to keep you, but every other flyer in this palace will happily slit your throat. And Mara's in the name of revenge against her mother. Brennan's anonymity is all that saves him here. You have no idea how much danger you're in. The lengths I've gone in order to keep you safe. Stop keeping me safe. God damn, I immediately regret raising my voice in this room and try to sturdy my ear with a deep breath. You never have pulled this bullshit last year. You never held me back. You never caged me in the name of protecting me. You were the one telling me to find another way in the gauntlet, watching me fight other cadets at Threshing. I wasn't in love with you then. Oh, shit. Yeah, he says it again. His hand grasps the nape of my neck and the thumb skates with the pulse in my throat. During Gauntlet Threshing, I had no idea what you would become to me, and he couldn't kill me thanks to the deal he'd made with Mom. The deal he still has entrusted me with. I sure as hell hasn't sat by your side for 3 days knowing my life, if it even existed beyond yours, would mean nothing without you in it. The gold flakes in his eyes catch the light, and I can't help but blink at what I see there. You're scared, aren't you? I grasp the door's edge to keep from reaching for him. Of losing you, more like terrified. And when Sigale told me Taryn was headed this direction, I nearly lost my fucking mind. Shit, what do I say to that? My plan to raise the wards failed, and you need a luminary. I'm not going to sit tucked away in Arisha just because you're worried something will happen to me. If I did, I wouldn't be the woman you fell in love with. Your first attempt at the translation fails, so you sneak off with your siblings into enemy territory. His anger is palpable, matching mine as he lifts his head. Make no mistake, this is enemy territory. We both know we need the luminary, and I wouldn't have to sneak if you wouldn't been remotely reasonable. We could have had it months ago. I take a step back into the room, leaving it in the hallway. Months ago, you would have prevented the attacks from the outpost on so many deaths. Reasonable, his voice drops to an icy calm timbre. For looking for another way before serving you up to Takaris, let us get one thing straight. If I ever see a way to keep you safe, I'll take it. The fuck he will. Do you know how you sound right now? Please enlighten me. He folds his arm across his chest. Dang. Fuck off. I'm gonna be so complicated. And I shut the door in his face. What? Me and Violet are not we're not vibing right now, okay? Me and Violet are not vibing right now. Oh my God, my girl. Oh, I'm sorry. Me and Violet are not vibing. It's not happening. I'm trying. Okay, this Avril stage is gonna end soon. All right, here we go. Thank you. I tell Zara, the lady maids we've been assigned, as I smooth the lines of my waist. Awestruck, she was able to find multiple gowns in my size in such short notice. Even the lightweight black slippers on my feet. You're sure this is how everyone dresses for dinner? But the Viscount, every night. How unpractically beautiful. Done. Zara motions to the opening. I step out from behind the dressing screen. Mira chose the black velvet gown with the square necklace and sheer gauzy sleeves, but I know it was the deep pockets that sold her. I can't help but grin as I see her tuck 2 daggers into the folds. I don't think I've ever seen you out of uniform in years. Well, it's black, so close enough. She grins as I move to peek in the mirror. You look gorgeous. The dress is spectacular. I've never worn anything like it, and it suits my mood perfectly. The bodice, which plummets into a deep V to the base of my ribs, is made of woven black leaves never bigger than the size of my palm, narrowing above the swells of my breast, the single vein that draped the tiny leaves over my shoulders and down the sides of my back, leaving the majority of my spine and all of my relic exposed. What kind of material is this? I ask Zara, fingering the sheer black fabric that falls from my waist to the floor in multitudes of layers. Were it just one, the gown would be see-through. It's Deverily silk. Deverily silk? So fine it's nearly transparent. From the Isles, it's softer than any fabric I've ever touched. You still trade with them? Navarre hasn't in centuries. She nods. We did until the last few years, but the merchants think it's too dangerous to come here now. Anyways, the Viscount likes to keep the most exquisite objects for himself. So it's true, the Viscount collects rare objects. Mira asks, coming to stand behind me. He does. What about people? I ask softly. Her eyes flare. Only if they agree to be a collectible. Kidnapping isn't his thing. I take the sheath of alloy hilted dagger from Mira hands me and reach into the long slit of my thigh that fastens against my leg. Hopefully one whipping is enough to make it through dinner. If the Viscount doesn't abduct people, then why has Zayden so scared to bring me here? Someone knocks. No, Zara shakes her head and walks towards the door. He won't lock you away, but he will make you a proposal that would tempt you to be collected. Singers, weavers, storytellers, they all eventually remain. She says as she opens the door, there's nothing Teoscus can't afford. But Zayden must think there is. You went with black. Care stares at the doorway. I'm a writer, of course. She tilts her head to the side. I just would have chosen something more colorful. Zayden always limits how monotone everything is at Basgiath. There's still time to change if you would like. Her smile is anything but kind. That's it. I officially loathe her. Is she helping or is she being a British word? Is she being a British word or is she being helpful here? This is what we need to see. I don't know, Governor. Is she being a British word? Is she being a cunt? Is she being a cunt? It's a British word, TikTok. Zayden doesn't limp over anything. An ugly, insidious flame ignites in my stomach, and it takes every ounce of restraint I have to keep from flicking a dagger at her snide head. Oh, wow. Excuse me. Or at least close to it. Are you capable of having a discussion that doesn't revolve around him? Sure, if it makes you more comfortable, we can discuss how your mother has perpetrated a lie that cost thousands of promised lives from which your own sister is responsible for taking. My brows rise. Did she just? Mara catches an eye. Confirm that she did. I was going to remind you that this is probably bad manners to stab our hostess, but you know what? She shrugs. Fuck it. We don't need a luminary. Cat blinks at Mira. Stop being a wretch, Cat. Sierra steps in the doorway dressed in a navy blue formal tunic that is hemmed asymmetrically to the higher line in front and embroidered with the golden feathers. Wow. Nice to see you off your dragon, Sorengale. Is Roranson hiding something in there, or did he actually let you out of his sight? Wild. Good to see you too, Serena. A smile curves my mouth as her teasing tone and the fire on my stomach dissipates a little. And he does get a bit protective, doesn't he? He wouldn't be if he thought you were strong enough to stand at his side, Cat counters. Never mind. It flares brighter than ever, hot, nauseating, and annoyingly strong. Serena levels a look at Cat that almost makes me pity her. Almost. Serena, this is my sister Mira. I change the subject. Serena's mouth tightens as she studies Mira. Your reputation precedes you. I had friends at Strathmore. Well, shit. From tense to tenser. God damn it, what's happening? Tense to tenser. I have no remorse for winning battles, Mira. She's a dagger at her waist at plain sight. And if you're Selena Cordelia, then your reputation reaches across the borders as well. Dining amid hundreds of flyers that root for your death and choose to wear a gown. Serena reaches her brow. Where is the shrewd judgment I've heard so much about? I can kill just as easily as in a gown as leathers. Want to see? Only a fool will call Mira expression a smile. Serena laughs and shoulders shaking. Ah, I see why little Sorengale is so tough. If she had to grow up with you, let's get going. The men are already there. I'm already there. I shoot Mira a look once the flyers back are turned and shrugs unapologetically. We move into the hallway and regret stabs deep at my choice of gowns. When I see Cat in the light, her hair is pinned into an intricate style, and she's wearing a bold red silk that leaves her shoulders bare and match the color she's painted on her lips. Suddenly, I feel a little washed out. Ooh, Cat, this is... Dell makes my steps unsteady. Maybe I should have gone with color. Maybe she was telling the truth and Zayden is sick of all the black. Zayden doesn't care. I'm like, seriously, he doesn't. You're covered in mud. He wouldn't give a shit. Maybe she knows him better than I do. You all right, Mira asks as the flyers lead us down the hall, making us the most unfortunate foursome I ever want to walk in the content. Yes, I roll my shoulders, trying to shake off the feeling. What the hell is wrong with me? I never judge myself against other women when it comes to how I look, how we fight. Sure. Right? Definitely. But nothing is ever shallow as appearance. Being pretty doesn't save you as the best guy. I hear you have an older brother, Mira says to Serena as she reaches through the first staircase. I keep the marble banister in a death grip as we start down. The last thing I'm going to do is trip and fall in front of Cat. You're thinking of Drake, Serene says over her shoulder. Same last name, but he's our cousin. And come to think of it, you're just his type. He likes women who might actually kill him. That's kind of funny. Too bad I don't go for Griffin flyers. Yet. Mira responds as we round the corner to the next flight of stairs. Yeah, but probably draw the line at Dragon Rider. Serena laughs, but it's short-lived. He's with the Nightwing Drift. Nightwing. Ooh, Nightwing. Wow. Like one of them kind of Nightwings. Drift in the north along with the Braverick border. I don't know their unit terminology, but the Braverick border means he's on the front line. We make it to the middle of the terrace, and we first arrived this afternoon, and they turn left away from the winding pool of water past the line of guards. Did Zara not know how to attend your hair? Cat asked with the pitying glance back as we approach a guard set of double doors. Surely she could have come up with something a little more refined than just leaving it down like that. Oh, see, Cat, that's what you don't know. Zayden, the hair down always, see, that's what you don't know, Cat. Yeah, down is better. Down is better. Down is better for Zayden. That's what you don't know. Leaving him down, oh, I thought you always wore it up in case of fight. How does she know that? I've thought, and I would pity to kill her now at haunting 10 minutes away. I missed the shot. Tarn says, Tarn surges with me. Control it now. Tarn demands. All traces of sarcasm are gone. Swallowing hard, my fingernails biting into my palms. I fight the urge to blast her. What is it about that cat that brings out this irrational in me? How sweet of you to worry about me, but you're not the one I'm picking a fight with tonight, I assure Cat. Was Zayden, her eyes narrow, then dripped of false sympathy? If you don't already know, that's not his kind of. He's not the kind of man who gets flustered or loses control. Then there's really no hope for you. Save yourself the energy because he'll simply think any fight you pick is childish. Shit, she's right. What am I doing? Zayden doesn't get flustered. Yeah, he does with you. He does, and definitely not by me. Because she. Am I wrong? Am I reading her? Because I tell you what, she's got her all discombobulated and shit. What the hell is happening? Wood groaning as it splits and shatters, the sound of daggers clattering to the floor, the feel of my heart pounding, my breast shattering as bliss settles in the marrow of my bones. I've never lost control like that. The flash of memory rocks my core, clearing my head just long enough to breathe around the insufferable jealousy I feel toward the woman I don't even know. The guard nods at the flyers and the doors move open. Give it a rest, Serena tone sharper than her sister. You're all of a year older than Violet. And it's been longer than that since you two were together. He's just a man, and she's the best weapon we have against the dark wielders. Are you all right? Mara asks, her worried gaze skims across my face. No, I whisper, but I don't know what is wrong either. The door swings open, and we walk into the large dining room, the largest dining room I've ever seen. The glass door that lines the back walls are propped up over the terrace despite the threatening clouds of the sky. The humid evening breeze flickers the candles along the table as the guard shuts the door behind us. There must be over 50 people at the long, ornately, good Lord, why I speak English today, ornately decorated table that runs the length of the space, and every single one of them has turned to look at us four. My gaze finds Zayden in under a second, and it's not because he's seated at the center of the table, or because he's one of the only two men dressed in black, or because he's even turned around as if he sensed me coming, which he probably did. I locate him within a heartbeat because he's the center of my gravity. As pissed as I am that he lectured me that I refused to bring me and that there's a year of history between both of us we haven't discussed, the tunic he's walking toward me in just isn't tailored to perfection, but obviously made for him. It doesn't change the fact he's a fucking magnet for my heart. That dress, his gaze sweeps over me, his heart with intensity that makes my cheeks flush, my pulse race. You're playing dirty violence. What I said's just, Jesus Christ. Babe, what's happening? Oh, sorry, reading boy, sorry. But why is he headed for me when his obvious choice is the woman in red just a few feet away? Oh my God, violence. I'm still really damned angry with you. I lift my chin, just as furious with myself for getting us into this position, for feeling whatever all this bullshit is. Feeling is mutual. He slides one hand on my hair and then sucks her breath through his teeth. His fingers meet my skin at the base of my spine. Feral! But it's possible to be angry while still madly, wildly, uncontrollable in love with me. Feral! His mouth crashes into mine as the same instant the world goes dark around us, blocking everything out. Everyone but Zayden. Might as well be the only people in the entire province. My body ignites.
What happened?
What happened? Yeah, huh? God's the chemistry between us is the only thing stronger than my anger. There's only the press of his lips parting mine. Babe, I can't heal myself. Oh, it was crazy. Claiming through his tongue the jolt of the instant need of me gripping the fabric of his tunic as he kisses me breathless. Just like that, the hottest of my jealousy, the infuriating insecurities that had me second-guessing myself is gone. God, she's so annoying. where was I? Is gone. It's as if the wall of shadows he's thrown up. What did you do? I break the kiss, breathing deeply, and he leans into his forehead against mine, keeping us cocooned in total darkness. What I should have done the second I saw you this afternoon. His hand tightens my hair, tugging slightly, and probably shocked Cat enough to make her stop fucking with your head. What do you mean? She has the gift of heightening the emotions of people around her. That's a bitch. That's some shit, right? Dude, Cat's a cunt. That's a British word, TikTok. It's a British word. It's with a K. Wow. She can play with your emotions. That is not a wow. Oh, wow. She's an exceptionally powerful. If you hadn't blocked me out all evening, I would have told you sooner. My jaw hangs at the heartbeat before I snap it closed at the first knowledge that I actually managed to block him out. And second, no wonder I can't get a grip of myself. She's been waging a war I didn't even know we were in. Wait, would he have told me sooner? He had weeks to tell me. You win, Zayden whispers. Shadows fall away as quickly as they appear, and he lifts his head, locked his eyes with mine. I haven't even started fighting with you. So I drop my hand from his chest and throw the new rush of power rising within my shields. How the hell did she get past them in the first place? If they blocked out Zayden, surely they're strong enough for her. Fine, we can fight as much as you want later tonight. Jesus Christ. Just know that you've already won. I heard what you were saying. His grip softens my hair, and he slides to my hands at the nape of my neck. I'm sorry I didn't listen to you. Sorry that I've been overreacting since pulling you out of the interrogation chamber. Hell, since resin. When Sigel told me they were torturing you, I couldn't get to you. His eyes closed for a second, and when they opened, the fear I spotted earlier is in front and center. I can't fucking breathe when you're in danger, but it's not your fault. I should have brought you here when you asked me to. My lips part and I blink. Certain, I misheard him. Blink, blink. It's like when this one over here says, "Okay, you're right." She always tells me, "I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing."
I tell you you're right.
Yeah. No, you get mad when I'm just being silly.
Sometimes you're right.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Just sometimes.
Other times you're just wrong by principle.
I'm just wrong by principle. Wow. Dana's half British. That's funny. Oh my God, 24, almost 20K likes. Wow, y'all are wild. Even a broken clock is right twice. That's funny. All right, here we go. Now it's your turn. Can you admit that you'd have waited for me to bring you so we could have formulated a plan? His fingers trailed deliciously up my bare back. No, I shiver at the touch. I'm not sorry for telling you, but not sorry for coming. We need the illuminary now. The corner of his mouth quirks up. Figured. If you two wouldn't mind joining us, you're essential to this evening's discussion, the Viscount states over a hushed room, mild annoyance in his tone. Oh, every single person is out of their seat, waiting for us to open the glass doors. Be ready for anything, Zayden says before turning to Karis. Excuse me. I make no apologies. He laces his fingers with mine as we walk around the table toward the crowd where Takaris awaits. Maintaining control is nearly impossible around Violet. My face heats. What the hell? Did he hear her? Wait, did he hear her out there? That's impossible. Kat stiffens next to her uncle. Her face is failing like Zayden just delivered a killing blow in a battle that I hadn't realized we were in. So I've heard. Takaris motions to follow him outside as we do, stepping on the marble patio, Mirror and Brennan filling in close behind us. Word travels fast that you ruined the little war college of yours for her. Takaris tips his wine glass my direction as if saluting me. Split your quadrant right down the middle. Bravo. Been trying to take that place down for years. You did it in what? 6 days? Guilt settles in my chest with the weight of a dragon. 5. Zayden's hands tighten as mine as we cross the patio, coming to the top wide staircase. No, not a staircase, seats. The entire north side of the sloping hill has been carved into rows, forming an oval-shaped outdoor arena, the depth of Tarn's height and twice his length. 5 days, Takara shakes his head in disbelief, then turns to me. Marvelous. Now, I assume you'd like to discuss acquiring the luminary I have in my possession. And I assume you brought us out here to see me weld before you open yourself to discussion. I ask as the thick rain-scented wind blows my hair back. We're minutes, if not less, from a downpour. It's only prudent that I see you're capable of it before entering into negotiations for such a valuable item. He motions towards the mage light illuminated area. Seems fair. My hand slips from Zayden's and I reach for my power. Oh, not from up here. Takara shakes his head as the others join us, whining. Oh, she's about to fight something. The edge on the patio, drinks in hand, down on the field. It's a performance after all, isn't it? Would be ashamed to waste the gaming arena since you took me years to construct it. Quite special. All the stone was quarreled from Bravaric, from east of the Dunnis River. Oh, look, they're wheeling out your target. Target, oh shit. A foursome of uniformed guards pushes a metal chest the size of an armoire into the middle of a grassy field in the base of the arena. I can't hit a trio of boulders, Felix pointed me out, and I'm supposed to hit that chest. That's going to be over before this discussion begins with. You might recognize the ribested crest, Zayden? Ribested chest. Zayden? Ribestus chest, Zayden. It's the very one your father brought me when we were in negotiations from what might consider the greater treasure. That chest belongs to your father. It was one of the most valuable items he owns, Zayden tenses. I'll walk her down. No, Takara says, his voice devoid of emotion. Both our heads turn in his direction. How would I know what she's capable of without you? Takara's eyes narrow on Zayden. My offer is simple. As long as you don't step foot onto the arena, Royerson, and she doesn't leave the field until she strikes the target, we'll openly discuss for luminary. Take the deal or leave it. That's a sketchy ass. Hang on. Offer, yeah, it sounds simple. As long as you don't step foot onto the field and she doesn't leave until she strikes the target. We'll leave, Zayden. Okay, there's something about that. We'll leave, Zayden starts, his voice clip. You said hat and a jacket? We said hat and a jacket. We're going to see what's happening. All right. Here we go. We'll leave. Zayden starts his deal. Why did you just say deal? I look up at Zayden. You don't have to protect me from my own signet if he wants me to blow up your father's chest. I'll blow up your father's chest. His gaze narrows for a second and then sighs. Point made. I gather the layers of my skirt in my hand and start down the steps. Nerves tighten my ribs, but I shake them off. If I weld enough strikes, certainly one of them will hit. Oh, God. Bless him. Wasn't that what has got us through Resin before Darna arrived? I'm coming, Mira announces from behind. It's not like I have anything to do with her signet, she yells back into cars before she catches up with me. The Viscount doesn't argue. And mine isn't affected this far from the ward, she finishes in a whisper. I tried earlier and nothing happened. Don't worry. You don't need your shields. Just dodge the chest if it explodes, I respond, giving her a tight smile. What greater treasure was your father negotiating for? I asked Zayden once we were about halfway down the sand-colored stone. I can't even imagine how long it would have taken the quarry to get enough stone to build this, to let alone bring it back from the edge of Bravaric. An alliance my father made that I officially denied last year. The chest is priceless. If he wants you to destroy it with lightning, then it's more of a statement about me, less than you. Why am I not surprised? My hands crush the delicate silk of my gown as I put the pieces of sickening puzzle together. What would that alliance have anything to do with Kat? Oh, God, I hesitate along our bonds to answer before he does. Yes, the information would have been valuable before arriving. To say the fucking least, no wonder she despises me. I'm not as self-centered enough to think I'm the reason he called off whatever alliance they had, but I'm definitely a barrier to resuming it now. Her uncle wants me to blow up the very symbol of whatever they agreed upon. Still fighting? Got it. Mira and I reach the grass as the first raindrops fall. We should have worn leathers. She mutters, keeping pace with me. I can't aim. I tell her quietly, pausing what I feel like 20 feet from the chest. just close enough to the runes carved in the thick doors. Carr focused on quantity over quality, and Felix just started lessons, so this might take a while. Two of the guards move in front of the chest, taller and thicker than both of them. Think Amari, it's huge. A bigger target will be easier to hit. A guard pulls a small item from his pocket that I can't quite make out from here. I don't think they're interested in how long it will take. Mira nods to the top of the arena. Dozens of bow-wielding griffin flyers have surrounded the top row of the seats, all with arrows knocked in our direction. They're probably worried you'd strike the cars instead of the target. Right, no pressure. Lifting my hands, I reach for Taryn's power. Funny, the normally brutal heat of it is a comfort after all so many days under Varish's torture without it. You guys might want to move, I call out to the guards as the stocky one in front holds his fist in front of the chest like he thinks has a shot of stopping if the giant iron box shifts and topples onto him, or like he has a key. A shiver of apprehension skates along my spine. What is that word? Arctic Ocean to the south is known for calm. What is she eating? No, just call it. Is known for calm waters and what were once lucrative trade routes. I recite, calming my racing heart. You still do that? Mira lifts her brows at me. Only when the double doors of the chest burst open, sending both guards sprawling across the ground with the startling force as a man jolts forward and falls to his knees, his hands and knees on the grass. The moronic tunic and trousers are tattered, like he's been kept a prisoner for weeks. What the fuck? Mira murders. His head jerks up to look at us. My heart seizes with pure, immovable terror. Distant red veins breach out from the bloodshot eyes. Violet Zayden roars, "It's her cousin Vinny! What the fuck? Oh my God, I called it. There was going to be something. I knew it was going to be something. It wasn't just going to be no box. What's in the box? That, Jesus Christ. We know it's in the box. Holy shnikes. What the fuck? It's a trap! Oh my God. What the heck was that nonsense? Oh my Lord. All right. I got to get some fuel for this next one.
Not a scratching post. You suck.
Jack in the Box and Vinny in the Box is hilarious. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, bye. Did I say 3 bingos? How y'all? I want to verify. We need to verify bingo cards. Y'all are wild. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
That was beautiful. Oh.
Bingo dabs. Oh, bingo dabs. Got it. Okay. I misread that. Sorry. I was incorrect on my statement. Okay. Are we ready for 42? Oh, what should I? He should. P, what should I do? Should I do something? Did I miss something? He should. Oh, thank you for the butterfly, the origami. That was pretty freaking cool. The paper crane. I've never seen that before. Thank you very much. That was awesome. Thank you so much. Dakota Patton. Thank you. All right, are we ready? 42? Always got the sword.
Let's go.
I got it. Caden should tell her she was right, and Satan should do wrong. All right. Ooh, thank you for the lightning bolts. All right, here we go. Chapter 48. Woo! All right, here we go. All right. Oh, it's not even 9 o'clock yet. Nice. Through her extraordinary signet allows her to extend the wards around herself and her dragon, Cadet Sorengale lacks the constant ability to produce her own wards without extreme emotional distress. I'm sorry to report, I doubt this ability will develop in time. I had such hope for her. Marin. Oh, wow. I mean, if we're going off of this little tidbit right here, freaking Mir is about to wallop a freaking award either over her over Vi, and they're about to work family, like Wonder Twin powers unite. That's what my mind says when I read that. Chapter 42. Are we ready? Let's get into this shit. Is that, Mira whispers, already palming her daggers in the dark. Wilder digs his hands into the soft greens of the arena floor, laughing manically. Breathe. I have to breathe. There's no air. Purple robes bellowing. What is that? Solely charging forward. Fool running behind. Oh, she's having a flashback. The spread of death and decay reaching them both. The fall. Their bodies becoming nothing more than husk, drained of power than life. Silver one, Taryn's voice rolls, splitting my head, ripping me from the past before it swallows me whole. Rain splatters the ground around us, falling in heavy but sporadic drops. This isn't resin. This is corded, and I have to protect Mira. Move, I scream as the guards, two of whom run, while the other scrambles backwards, leaving the last one to stare in frozen shock. Get out of here, I ordered, Mira, sizzling heat filling my veins as I open the floodgates of Taryn's power. I'm not leaving you with that thing. She flicks her dagger. No, I shout, but it's too late. The dagger lands within the Vinny's shoulder and hisses, ripping the weapon free and grabbing the petrified guard in the same breath. Great, now he has a knife. That's not a knife. That's a knife. Ah! I finally got it in. I've been trying to get that one in forever. I'm sorry. I lift my hands and release the energy burning through the limbs, crackling so white it's almost blue, and I throw my hands up to the shield. My eyes as it strikes in the iron chest and through, my eyes as it strikes the iron chest as though the dawn has drawn through it. Sparks shower the arena and one singeing the back of my hand before I can brush it off. Taryn, I need you. On the way, panic threatens as I grab hold of me, and I waste precious seconds looking over my shoulder where Zayden is already lunging for the steps. Stay put and keep your emotions to yourself. We need that luminary violence. We need that luminary violence. I can do this. If I can take one more, what does that say? Emaciated Vinny. Yeah, if I can't take on one emaciated Vinny, emaciated? Emaciated. I know what the word means. I just don't know how to say it. Emaciated Vinny, then what chance does the continent stand? The wind shifts, blowing the hair into my face, and I twist to see the Vinny's hands wrap around the guard's neck. But I don't need to watch to know exactly what's about to happen. Only the alloy hilted dagger can kill him, I tell Mira, yanking the dagger from its sheath and slicing through the strip of my fabric in the hem. If I can't aim, this is coming down to hand. The screams of the guards cut straight through me. Holy shit. That's the plan, Vi? Mira asks, gripping her other knife. Kill him before he kills us, and whatever you do, don't let him get his hands on you. I grab my hair into a low ponytail and wrap the fabric from my dress around to secure it quickly. I'm dead if I can't see it. The Vinny holds the guard like a shield, blocking me from the potential knife thrown. The screams stop as the man slowly... What is that? Desiccates before my eyes. Desiccates. Alrighty then. At least two of the other three are already off the field, letting Taryn's powers consume me. I weld again and again, scorching the grass around the Vinny without fucking hitting him. The guard falls to the ground, parts of him flaking off as rain pelts harder and faster. Damn it, it's you, the Dark Welder says over the groaning noise inside the storm, the one who commands the sky. His eyes widen in eerie excitement. Oh, how I'll be rewarded when I return with you. And here I was thinking I was the only Sorengale with a bad reputation. I don't want to care about my reputation. Beyond the border, Mira takes a fighting stance, keeping only inches between us. But you're sage, I ask him. And tracking his movements as the rain falls in sheets. Shit. I can't chance throwing my dagger. If I miss, I'm defenseless. And it's not just me on this field. I need daggers. Which sage, I promise you wish? Which sage, I promise you'll wish? He starts raising his arms. For death, I interrupt. Already heard it. I killed the messenger too. But it wasn't the encumbersome ball gown. This thing is a fucking liability. Behind you, Zayden says. I glance back to see 2 alloy-hinted daggers embedded in the ground 5 feet away. Mira, she follows my line of sight and is already moving when I flip my dagger to the tip and flick my wrist, throwing it to the dark welder's throat. My dagger sinks into this side. Shit, I didn't account for the downpour pressure of the driving rain. Dang, that's some... Fuck, okay, that's some strong-ass rain. The Vinny shoot out in pain, yanking the dagger loose as Mira hands me one of the 2 Zayden flung our way. My fingers grip the water slick handle, and I prepare myself for the worst when the Vinny lifts his hands. But it's not the dagger he throws. The Reichstable crest hurls towards us, coming so quickly that I barely have time to knock Mira to the ground before it passes by close enough that I hear it split the air. The dagger immediately follows, then another, missing me but pinning the left side of my dress to the ground. I use our momentum to keep rolling. The diaphanous silk tearing away as I'm pulled to my feet by Brennan, who decided to join us. I guess gods know I can't lose them both in this. We need to surround him, Brennan says, grabbing the alloy-hilted dagger from the sodden grass. Water collects quickly, soaking my feet, my hair, what's left of my dress. And how would you like to do that if we can't see him through this shit, Mira asks. I'm minutes out, Taryn bellows. It might be dead in those minutes, but we're all dead eventually if we don't secure that fucking luminary. We have to keep him on the field no matter what. One of them is capable of draining everyone in this palace, I tell my siblings. Back to back, we scan the field. My breath catches in the dark wielder, comes into view, dropping to a knee 20 feet away. No, time slows. 2 sluggish heartbeats as I watch him reach the ground. There's no time to run. We won't make it. My worst nightmare is seconds away from becoming reality. Our mission is going to kill my brother and sister. I'm so sorry. It's barely a whisper. His fist slams into the ground and through the storm. I watch in breathless horror as his eyes burn fire red, the grass around him shriveling into brown blades. Mira Brennan shouts, "Shield!" I can't this far from the words. Her mouth drops in a death race us, the ground rippling as it surrenders in magic. Shield or we're dead. Brennan grabs us, both yanks us into a tight hold. I tuck in, hoping to make our trio as small as possible, while Mira throws her arms up over us. Her body trembles, and Brennan and I wrap our arms around her back to keep her steady. She screams as though she's being ripped apart. She's going to burn out. Shadows steam toward us, but they won't make it. I love you. I push through Zayden's way and wait for my power to bleed out and wait for my death to come as the Vinny unstoppable. But it doesn't come. You will live, Zayden orders. It is that as if it is that simple. Mira collapses and Brennan takes the brunt of her weight as I scan our surrounding. The entire field is dead with the exception of the tiny circle we occupy. She saved us, but it's just this field that's drained. The spectators are all alive and well above the steps from what I can see through the downpour. All the stone was quarreled from Breverick to the east of the Dungus River. Isn't that what Takara said? I wipe the water from my eyes and stands to face the dark wielder. He rolls his shoulders in satisfaction, a blissful smile distorting his features as he throws his head back. If you can't strike him with lightning, then we have to get close enough to engage. He can't take us both, Bren says, lifting an unconscious Mira into his arms. How far are you? I asked Harn. Rain doesn't strike the remaining grass strike the remains of the grass as much as it splashes into water has yet to run off. Less than a minute. I don't have to strike him. I whisper as the idea hits, scanning the flooded field. Get Mira to the steps. You'll be safe there. Brennan looks at me like I've just suggested our world is flat until the next time he drains. You need to trust me. Get our sister to the steps. I glance up at my brother and soak myself in Terran's power, giving him free rein, letting it fill every inch of my body. Violet, there's so much love and worry and fear in his gaze that I cannot help but force a smile. I know what I'm doing. Now run. I take the alloy-hilted blade from Brennan and turn away from them both. What the fuck are you doing, Violet? Zayden demands. Shush, I'm concentrating. Shush! Wow. Shush! I slam my shields up, blocking him out as the Vinny pivots. The asshole smiles wilder than he sees me. You'll be quite the prize, he calls out over the range, striding towards me. If we all have the time in the world, and to think you'll bring a dragon with you, you can't be parted for long, can you? I grasp the alloy hilted dagger in each hand and wait. If I lose my temper, I'm dead. Charge him or lose, I'm dead. Wait too long and let him get his hands on me. Yep, dead. The female I killed in Taryn's back. Watch my fighting style instantly adapt, which means I have to wait until the last possible second to show my hand. Rain sizzling as it hits my heated skin. If I reach for much more, I'll lose the ability to control it and burn out. So I hover at that edge as I hear another sound overpower the rain. Wings. I don't need to stress the importance of timing. Do I? Taryn asks. My timing will be perfect. The pounding of my heart steadies with each step the Vinny takes. Sure my course. There's no room for error. I glance right just long enough to see that Mira and Brennan made it off the field. I expected nothing less. The dark wielder is only feet away, his gaze raking over me, no doubt looking for my weakness. When I feel the gust of wind from Taryn's wings at my back, now I throw the dagger at the Vinny simultaneously, this time calculating the force in the rain. The instant I see them slice through his boots, pinning his feet to the ground, I whip my arms out to the side, releasing all the power in a scalding torrent of lightning. I stiffen my arms, lock every muscle. Terrence talon wrap over my shoulders and grasp tightly, exactly as lightning strikes behind the enraged Vinny, lighting up the sky in a brilliant flash and charging the water that covers the arena and the Vinny's feet with lethal energy. Shock electrocution! I fucking love it. The dark welder shrieks in agony, then falls dead, splashing into the field as we fly overhead. I didn't. Dune be blessed. I did it. You cut it close. I roll my eyes and breathe deeply, despite the rain that runs down my face as turn banks left, turning along the curve of the arena. Back to the place Sigel, Tyne, and What is her name? Marb have taken up defensive perches on the terrace above, positioning themselves to incinerate the crowd. I will devour anyone who makes a move against you. My patience has ended. Taryn's wing beats slower as we approach the patio. I'll be sure to warn them. Taryn waits until I have my balance on my soaked, slipped feet, then stalks forward through the crowd. Cries of flyers and aristocrats alike, crackling the marble beneath his claws until it reaches the grass and pivots, swinging his tail like the weapon it is and completing the four-cornered defense the dragons have structured. Brennan falls into step with me, Mira popped under an arm, walking on her own beside him. You all right? I ask under my breath as we pass the noble umbrellas. This was fucking entertainment for them. We're not the ones you should be concerned for, Brennan mutters as the line of aristocrats, including Kat and Serena, part, revealing a situation far more dangerous than the one I was just in. Politicians. Ugh. Zayden lifts his, rich people. I guess these are rich people. Even worse. Rich politicians. Ah! Zayden lifts his hand and raises his chest, clenching a particular fist of wrath, and chills his eyes as he stares up the Viscount, whose feet kick on the ground. Takara's tears ineffectually at the shadow strangling his neck, and from the garbled sounds of his breath, he's slowly asphyxiating. Zayden, please don't, Kat cries. Zayden only tightens his grip as rain dissipates to a drizzle. Takarish goggles and the flyers draw their weapons, and one growl from Sigel is enough to keep them from advancing on Zayden. Jesus Christ. I lower the portion of my seals that allow Zayden in, then send every ounce of my love down the bond. Not every ounce of love, but every ounce you can send. I'm all right. He tears his glance from Takarish and then the barely caged fury in his eyes, making him nearly unrecognizable. Loosen your grip on his throat, I say calmly. He can't answer questions if he's dead. The two lines appear before Zayden's dark brows and his grip eases, moving to his side. I make sure that my shoulder brushes his arms and he can feel me physically as well as mentally. That's not the physical touch he needs right now, though. You're lucky you're not dead, I say, hold up to Takaris' blotchy face. If you put Zayden in that kind of danger, I'm not sure I would have been as merciful. You call this mercy? Takaris asks as he gasps through breath and kicking for the ground. Yes, Zayden says softly. You quarreled with the stones from the east of the Dunes River that landed the borders of the Barrens, and I've already drained of its magic. Yes, Takara shouts. Zayden swears under his breath. You built a pit for them, which means you've captured more than just one. Puffs of steam raise from my skin, but at least I don't feel like burning you alive. I'll tell you everything we know, Takara assures. Just let me down. And we're supposed to trust you, Brennan asked from the other side. We were able to keep that one from we were able to keep that one from feeding for days because the runes on the runes on the Reistab chest hold items placed inside suspended in midair. Oh, okay. Because so once you put an item inside, it's then permanently suspended in midair, so he couldn't reach the ground to drain it until you opened the chest. So he can't do shit. Got it. I didn't need to know. Okay. I didn't need you to tell me the things I already knew. He drops his hand and the shadow evaporates. Takara slams to the marble patio, grasping for his throat. Zayden crouches down. If you ever want to have words about why I serve the Alliance, then you've come for me. Violet is beyond your reach. If you so much as look in her direction with anything but the utmost kindness and respect, I'll kill you without a second thought. Entertainment TikTok. And let Serena take her place as your heir. Do you understand me? His voice, that icy softness that sends chills up my spines. Pharaoh! Takaris nods. Apologies. I'm fine. He's taking this too far. The man is the second in line for the promised throne. You do not take permission. You do not take punishments designed for me. You have my utmost sincere apology, Violet Sorengale. Takara croaks through the abused vocal cords. Now, where does this leave us, roars, and Zayden stands. Now, we negotiate. All right. God bless it. I'm going to take this off now. I think we're good. I think we're okay. Holy shnikes. That is... An hour later, we're fed and changed into dry flight leathers, the four of us sitting across a cleared dining room from the table of Takara's cat, Serene, and half a dozen aristocrat, and one general immediately to Takara's left. Every person in the room is unarmed with the exception of Zayden and me, but our senates make it so that we're never defenseless. May I present my first officer, Takara asked, tugging his collar away from the red welts across his throat. You may. Brennan answers. Zayden's hand slides over my left thigh and stays there. He has one hand on me since leaving the patio. It's amazing I managed to get into my flight leathers, but I'll get it. If I just watched him face down the Vinny, I'd probably be in his fucking lap right now. There's no probably be about it. You would be. Let's just keep it real. You probably wouldn't be having dinner either. Or another kind of dinner. Be hot dogs for dinner. Your power is astounding. Sorry. Takara shakes his head slowly at me as if we're awestruck, and you're still untrained. Just think of what you'll be a few years now, or even one. Somebody said girl dinner. Wow. Y'all are feral. Oh, y'all heard the hot dogs for dinner. I thought that was under my breath. I thought that was way under my breath. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Zayden's got that diggy dog. Sorry.
Stop it.
Stop it. Family friendly show. We all heard you. My bad. My bad. Family friendly ish. I keep forgetting to add the ish. Zayden's hands blaze wide and I lace my fingers over his. That doesn't sound like an offer. I keep my voice as level as possible, trying like hell to ignore that man nearly killed not only me, but Brennan and Mir. Anger races to boil wrath swiftly, too swiftly. I glance at Kat. Stay out of my head or I start wielding inside. She leans back in her chair, but that narrowing of her eyes isn't defeat. Oh no, she's sizing me up as a worthy opponent. Game on, bitch. Family friendly-ish. Do you know why I'm such a successful collector? The Viscount asked, practically vibrating with excitement. I have a gift for knowing what it is people want, what motivates them to give up their treasures. God, he's Varish's opposite. Our sittings really aren't that different than mine work. I think you and I could strike a deal if you consider that I could deliver your wildest dreams. Zayden strokes my thigh absent-mindedly, but it helps keep me grounded. And what do you think is my wildest dreams are, I ask. Peace, Takaris nods. The movement grows more erratic, the more exciting he becomes. Not for you, of course. That's not what motivates you. Peace for the people you love. Zayden's fingers still. Peace for him, Takarish finishes. My next breath is shaky. I'm listening. He presents his offer, and I have to admit, for a second, it's tempting. Spending a few years as his personal guard dog monitoring the riderless wyverns who have begun flying over routine patterns that suspiciously look like control, in return for living out the rest of my days with Zayden, our dragons, and my loved ones on the isle committed to peace sound perfectly. It's also the coward's way out and completely unfeasible. The islands don't accept Navarians even as visitors. Running away from the continent to whatever lands you've secured from the Dovery isn't going to help the people I like or the ones I don't even know. It's just that running away, Takari's jaws flexes. I get the impression he's not used to being told no. Even if I give the luminary to Tyrendor, but they're not tyranny. Tyrendor, thank you. He glances at Brennan. Word spread quickly that Navarre let the cadets go without so much as a drop of blood spilled. Though I do wonder why that is, don't you? Yes, every day. Dragons owe you no explanation, Brennan shrugs, and my sister just earned the luminary. Or are you going to back on your deal? I would never break my word. Takarish glances Zayden's way and leans forward on the heavily embroidered forearms of his tunic. Everything we know about the Dark Worlders, he nods, and the silvery-browed generals who slides a leather-bound book across the table to Brennan. My fingers immediately itch to open the cover. But I never said I would give you the luminary if she willed it. I said we would enter discussions. You have to be fucking kidding me. My hand tightens over Zayden's like it's going to stop him from strangling the Viscount with shadows or me from losing absolute control of my power. I should have brought the conduit into the meeting. Then let's discuss. What do you want in exchange for leaving us with the luminary today? Weapons, Brennan asks, because if that's what we're offering, the luminary is useless here. But we'll put it to you supplying your Driss with the weapons they need for the Vinny and you can't capture. Hopefully the details of how they managed to catch the one are in this book. Weapons are a good start, Takarish agrees with a nod. His gaze sliding to Cap. And you take 100 flyer cadets. I've given shelter to after all their academy was destroyed back in Arisha with the luminary. I'm sorry, what the fuck? Oh, now we don't have a mixed wing, huh? Wyverns and this is not gonna go well at all. I'm sorry, what the fuck? And what would you like us to do with your cadet? Zayden tilted his head slightly. Griffins don't fare well at altitude. Well, they've never been given the chance to adjust, Takarish argues, and I want you to educate them just as I assume you're doing with the rider cadets. Keep them safe. Teach them to work together. We might have a chance of surviving this war. We've seen riderless wyverns patrolling the skies, no doubt, reporting what they've seen instantly to their creators in the last few weeks. Our reports say that they've ventured as far west as Dreythus. It won't help the flyers to stay safe here in the south, not when they want to fly. Not when they want to fight. And who better to teach the flyers how to kill wyverns than dragon riders? Train with griffin flyers. Take Cat back to Arisha. I would rather face a dozen Vinny unarmed without Terran and a Darna. Damn. There's no way to fly them to Trinidad. What is it? Tyrendor. I want to say Triandor. Tyrendor. Mira points out. In muscling Zayden's jaw flexes. There is, but there's no guarantee they'll survive it. We'll take the chance, Serena answers. It's the cadet's best shot at living. Long enough to fight the Dark Wielders. This is my offer. Take it or leave it, Takarish demands. There's no way. Done, Brennan answers. As long as each flyer we take brings a crossbow with them, I'm going to throttle my brother. Wow. What the fuck is happening? What is happening? Ooh, it's another long. Good Lord, that's a long one. That's a 16-page chapter, y'all. That is a 16-page chapter. Ooh. Do we stop there? Or do we keep going? Do we stop there for tonight? Do we pick up tomorrow? That's a long chapter. That's what she said. What do we do? Ooh, that's what she said. No, that was because I read 40, right? That was 40, 41. Hang on. Weapons are a good start. That was 42. Yeah, here's 43 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 44. Yeah. Up to you, up to us. It's going to be a long one. I think because we still have we're going to stop there tonight just because we do have a child putting on a play at school. So we're going to have to go get her shortly. But we will be back tomorrow night. We will finish tomorrow night, at least 43 and 44. Let's do that one. We will do 43 and 44 tomorrow night because that is a long chapter and I don't want to have to rush after that. Yes, we'll go same time.
It's a nice little cliffhanger.
Yes, we will start at same time, 7 Central Standard Time. Thank you, everybody, for coming by. I want to appreciate that. That was an interesting one. I like it. I like it. Does anybody have any questions? Did everybody that was interested in the Discord, did that get put in out enough for the people that wanted to join the Discord to come join the Discord? Ta-ta, P. Ta-ta, darling. Good night. Good night, everybody. Until tomorrow. All right, good. We got that Discord out there. Yeah, can one more of one of the mods in here really quick pin the Discord one more time? The one more time, I'm gonna celebrate. Thank you, P. Thank you, P. And she pinned it. See, I was about to do it right there. She got it. Thank you. All right, everybody. Once that Discord pin is down in a minute, we're gonna drop out unless I'm in an active conversation. Anybody have any questions? Mon, thank you for coming. I hope things are feeling better today. I loved your new little vibe room, your drawing room. That was amazing. Thank you all for the 40K likes, for the hearts. I appreciate that. Good night, my friends. Until next time, tomorrow. See you in the cord, fam. Thank you for stopping by, Bobby. Sean, thanks again for making it out here. Good night, brother. Good night, Belle. Good night to everybody on the East Coast. Sweet dreams. Tomorrow, we are all immediately heading into Discord. Yeah, brother. Hopefully you can make it again tomorrow. Hopefully. I'm glad you were able to make it. Finally. Oh, she threw it up there again. She put it up there again. P put it again. She did it again. She's like, stay 1 more minute. She's like, you're 1 more minute. I see what you're doing there, P. Night, Q. Thanks for stopping by again. Yeah. Rune, I think Rune stopped by and hung out with P. She's being a little happy right now. All right, folks. Until next time, thanks for stopping by again. Join us tomorrow. 7 Central Standard Time, chapters 43, 44, Iron Flame. Be on the lookout tomorrow. I will do my wise retelling of the 2 chapters we did today. That's going to be a fun one. Discount Tire. What a nickname they came up with, Discount Tire. All right, folks. Until then, have a good one. Ta-ta.